Welcome to Artistic Digitizer 5 minutes at a time. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to customize your grid and the grid size, how to customize your selection tool, your hoop limits, and at the very end, we will save as our default workspace. So let's get started. I'm going to open a new page. And you notice when mine opens that I don't have my grid on because this is my default workspace. And I've changed the color of those lines around my hoop. These are your hoop limits, and that's as far as you can put an embroidery right up to those lines. So I'm going to turn my grid on, and I can go up under View to Grid and turn it on, or I can use the hotkeys. For a Mac, Shift Command G. For a PC, it's Control Shift G. So now I've turned on my grid so you can see it, and I've changed those colors as well. My major line is this sort of blue color here, and then my medium is my reddish pink, and then I have a pale gray for my minor lines. And of course, I said I changed my hoop limits as well. I'm going to go up under View and go to Customize UI Colors to make changes in any colors of those things. So down here are the ones for the grid, the major, the medium, and the minor. And when you get there, you just move this around your color circle to the color you want. And then you can take the sliders here and change this is the boldness or the darkness of the color, how much black is in that color. And then this is the transparency. You can make it very light and transparent. You can keep changing each one of those as you go. Your hoop limits, as I said, are those center line and the outer edge lines. Those are there. And then this is the error fill. So let me show you how the error fill works. When you have a shape on here, and I'm going to close my grid at this moment, when I select this and I move it over to the edge, if I go past my hoop limit line, I end up with a pink here. This is the error fill. This is letting me know I'm outside the hoop. And I'm not even outside the hoop very much. I can be right up to the edge of the hoop on that part of it. So that's where you would set your error fill. Then for your selection choices, you have a selection area, an outline, a box, and then you have the focus selection. So when I just click on here, I get my selection box right here, and then I get my focus color. If I were to left click, hold, and drag, that's when I get my selection area. It's that turquoisey box. And when I let go, again, I'll get my selection box, my focus on there, and I'll be all set. Now, if you have two things and you're going to select those, I'm going to put them kind of right here. And then if I selected both of those by clicking and dragging, I get the same box, but now I get a green color. So this is my focus. It's the last thing I did, and this is the one that I chose before. Now, even if you did them from your sequence window, you're still going to get the same kind of thing. And even if I choose them this way, doing shift, if I do shift like that, it will change to whatever was the last one I selected on that part of it. Once you've made your changes, make sure you come down here and save as defaults. That way it will stay that way every time you open. Those things will be the same. So I'm going to take these and delete them. And then I want to come up here and show you how to change your grid size. So I'm going to come up here and turn my grid back on. And you can see when I did that, there is the hotkey thing is right here for my Mac. And I'm going to go to Edit. So in Edit, you can keep it at the default where I have it now, or you can customize it to anything that you want. Maybe I wanted it 1 inch. And then I'm going to hit OK. And now it's at 1 inch, like that. It's the only markings on there. So when I open a new page and I go to my grid and I do Shift Command G, that's the one I get. It'll always be that way when I do it. So I'm going to go back to my view and I'm going to set it back to the default because I like the default. It's going to keep those colors that I had, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm all set there. And once I'm all done and I want to set my workspace, I'm going to take away my grid because I want my workspace to be just like this. So to set my workspace, default workspace, go to View, Save current workspace as default and select that. And then anytime you open a hoop or open a design, it will open to that hoop for you. And that's 5 minutes with Artistic Digitizer.